Hey, this is Stacia, and we're going to play a training game on chess.com. We'll choose 1510. It's 15-minute, 10-second increment. I'm barely over 1800, so I want to get back on that path to 1900. That would make me feel really good to reach 1900. I've never done it before. I think my high is about 1870. Okay, so we're playing an 1848 player, and we have white. So let's play the opening fairly quickly if we can. They're from Japan. Sicilian defense. Love to see it. They decline. Boo. Okay, I've been playing this line, and I get good positions, so I'm going to just go with this. It looks weird, but I'm freeing up this square for my knight. It just makes it like a Marazzi bind on the d5 square, and yeah, I just like it. Let's see how they choose to play. Usually they should Fianchetto, because when I play c3, I kind of open up that diagonal, so Fianchettoing is a good idea. There's an even better way to play against this, which I haven't done yet, which is like knight e2, f4, and stuff like that, and take maximum space. I'd probably really like that. I should start playing that way, but I'm getting such good positions with this that I kind of don't want to. Don't want to change it up. So they're thinking already, and don't know why. Knight f6 is a move, g6, d6, e6. All these are moves. Pretty safe moves too. They could think about taking my knight when it comes to c3. I used to think that was bad, but Calvin Blocker showed me that black really can play that way, and then get a knight on c5, because since the pawns would be double isolated, a knight on c5 is like equalizes for black in a lot of cases. So I really doubt anyone will take the knight, but I could see it at some point. All right, well, sorry for the slow start. I don't know what's going on here. I can usually blitz out the moves in this opening. I had a game, my last game was against USCF expert Wayumbu Zatali, who is a respected player here in the Cleveland area. And I got my first draw against him with this opening. I've had 3 games with him in this line, and all 3 games I got like really good positions. But then all 3 games I get in severe time pressure, and his counterplay once his pieces get out is like fast and furious, and I lost the 2 games, and then I finally squeaked out a draw even though I had a winning position. So, but hey, we cracked his armor. We cracked his armor, so next we'll try to slay him. So I'm getting worried they're just not going to play. I don't know what's going on here. It's probably not, maybe this won't be a video if they don't move soon. That's cute. What was Pokemon? This must be a kiddo. I've played them before and I have a win. Weird. Huh. Okay, they moved. So we got a nice time advantage. So what I'm going to try to do is think on their time and keep this time advantage. It's not something I'm good at. I don't really need to think yet. My moves are very normal. I don't want to allow bishop g4, so I'll go knight f3, but if they go d6, then I will play h3. h3 is also useful because I like to put the bishop on e3, and I don't want to allow knight g4 either. Wow, what's going on here? They should just play g6 or d6. Even a6 is a move, but it's... Nah, maybe it's unnecessary. Just gives me dark squares to work with over there. So I guess I'll tell an interesting story while we're waiting. I actually applied for a job recently. I got a call from Carol Meyer, who is the USCF executive director, and she asked me to apply for the director of operations position, which sounded really interesting. And even though I'm living my dream right now, let's see what move. I'll do this move. That seemed like an opportunity too good to pass up. So I did apply for that job, but I did get an email just yesterday that I didn't actually get it. Someone else got the job, which is fine because now I have no regrets. I think had I not gone for it, I would have regretted it. But now it's just beyond my control. So now I'll go h3. So that would have been working as like her number 2 for the USCF, which is insane. But that would have put the kibosh on my business, which I'm building up, which is Chess is Best. It's a chess teaching company here in Ohio, and it's going well. And I don't want to stop. And I love my students too. I don't want to leave them. Okay, that's enough babbling. Let's get serious. I'll just castle. Queen e2, bishop e3. I'll just go queen e2. Rook d1's on the menu. Bishop e3's on the menu. If they try knight g4, I have bishop b1 followed by a3. Knight d5 will be a thing, but I like to wait on that move. Wow, e5, that's awfully committal. That just gives me that square. So we'll go rook d1. I feel this is the right way to approach this. I still like bishop e3. I could play bishop g5 now, just to provoke h6. That might be a useful move for them, though. So maybe I don't want to provoke it. And I don't want to go to h4. I want to go to e3. e3 is going to be a better place for the bishop, so we can possibly, pin this pawn and then play bishop c5. Wow, that's unusual. That's very unusual. I can jump my knight in right now. Bishop e3 is more patient. I think I like bishop e3. Are they going to sack? I think maybe that's the idea, but are they going to just sack? Take. Doesn't really make any sense, so I'll just play here. Okay, I still have my time advantage. They're aiming their pieces towards my king, though, so I'm, aware of that. Okay, I thought I would just take that knight. I can see why that's not the best idea, but on the other hand, their d6 pawn's like very weak. I do open up their bishop, which is annoying. Even still. I want to play bishop, maybe bishop c2, maybe. No, I don't like that because I might want to defend this. Okay, I have not seen this approach before. This is kind of different. I think I'm just going to go rook ac1. So they just wanted the two bishops. And now they have this weakness and double pawns over here. This pawn's not that easy to capture. Like even after this, they can play g5. They're weakening some stuff though. They are weakening some stuff. So maybe like e5 will be a thing at some point, followed by like queen e4 and put pressure there. So if they do play g5, I'll be thinking of those ideas. In the meantime, I think what I want to do is bishop e1. And then like one of these moves. This one actually attacks that right away, so that's kind of nice. But then they just like defend, and then they've got good control of this square, so that's kind of the problem. Okay, bishop b1 will put pressure here and pin it. Probably just play like c4 to attack the pawn again. Just knight b5 and c4. I like this situation. that's why I didn't want to play bishop c2. Okay. So, So I can play bishop e1 because still got this protected. So what about this now? Like if they push, take it. Yeah, and that forks their two pieces too. Not really afraid of bishop takes c3. If they go knight b4, trying to win like my a pawn, I really don't care. I feel like taking in the center is like just so much better than that. That should give me an advantage if they do something like take my a pawn, but I take their d6 pawn. And I don't think like bishop e5 doesn't work. I could just take it. Be so happy to get that bishop. And then I still win d6 anyway. So this looks good. This looks really good. I used to not like this line. I used to have trouble. Like black would get tons of queenside play. But I don't know. Something changed in the last year or so. And I've just been getting nice positions. Okay, so queen a5. So we're going to take d6. I mean, that's just... a great idea. But do I take with the rook? Or do I take with a pawn? If I take with the rook, they get to take, right? So we're just going to take with a pawn and keep going. I don't see any tactics on c3. Yeah, in fact, if they're trying to win the a pawn and they do it like this, it actually opens up the queen on the a pawn. So if they go take, 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 yeah, it doesn't work. Does not work. So I would love to push e5 now. That would be like an amazing thing to play. But also maybe just knight d5 also. If they take, I take with a rook. The tempo and the queen. Otherwise, the knight gets a tempo on f4. This position feels really nice. Let's not screw it up. I'm perfectly capable of screwing up a nice position like this. Okay, so they're worried about knight d5 apparently, and they're probably want to go for g4. And then take, take, and pin my knight. This is where that e5 thing could be really good. Can I play it? I guess not. It would be a pawn sacrifice if I play it. Let's see, e5. Knight takes, bishop takes. I see some crazy stuff, though. Why didn't I even think about just taking, oh, the queen protects g5. Yeah. So knight d5 also blocks that, which I like. I'm just going to play this. I don't want to spend too much time here. Now, if we want to get that check, actually, knight e7 check is a thing, but if we really want it, we want the knight to live there, we can play rook takes c6 and do it that way. So I'm threatening knight takes g5, I do believe. So I'm kind of expecting g4. If they take the knight, I will take with a rook. I think that's okay. So they did this. That protects that pawn. Okay. Now e5 is playable. Knight c7 is playable. Not sure about it though. I'm gonna probably go with e5 because it's just a very desirable move to get this bishop opened up. It looks so nice. Now we have queen e4 ideas, queen d3. Still have pressure there. So after e5, if they push, do I just play queen e4? They could play f5. Take, if they take back, check there. Certainly looks like we're getting somewhere. It's a pretty dynamic position though. So this is nice though. They're down to 3 minutes. We have 8 minutes. You know, Queen h5 is a move I'd like to get in. Yeah, if rook c8, I think I have rook takes c6 if I want to. I'm not saying it's the best, though. Like something like this. Whether they take with a pawn or a rook doesn't matter. Let's just say they take with a rook, we go check, they go here, win it back. It's just basically a big trade, though, so maybe it's not what we want. Could create a weakness, though. Yeah, because then the queen's on a6, and we can play rook c1. Okay. It's possible. If they play g4, I was thinking about knight takes f4. That's just crazy, though, right? They take our knight. Why do that? That's ridiculous. Now, I think if they go g4, this queen e4 move looks pretty interesting. They're just going to run out of time. This is like the most interesting part of the game. They took him. No. I liked him. Stuff queen e4. Okay, f5. So if I take, probably queen takes as the answer. Then do we have rook f5? No. Queen takes d6. We have this move too, which looks pretty interesting. Threatens to win material. How would they deal with this? You can go here, but I probably just do this anyway, right? So how do they deal with that? It's nice to have time in a critical position. I really like it. Yeah, what do they do? This or something? Okay. I'm going to go with this just because it looks very difficult and they have 20 seconds. I don't see the actual win yet, but that's a pretty big threat. Okay, queen there. Okay, so if we push, they have to go here, right? They have to. Or lose material. Don't I just queen now? I thought this was bad. I just queen with check. I queen with check, take, queen, rook blocks. Then what? Then we're just up material, right? So shouldn't really think too much about that. Yeah, they just resigned. Okay, that was what I would call a strange and clean game. Don't know why they use so much time, like in the opening and stuff. Maybe they're like me, but worse. I don't know, but let's have a look at it real quick. Wow, 90%. I'm pretty happy with that. But it's easier to play with accuracy in like positions that are kind of closed and the moves are kind of easy to find. That being said, I had 2 mistakes and 1 miss. So this one was, wow, that's a mistake. I would not have thought that. Why is bishop e3 a mistake? Okay, I'll try a different move. Don't even tell me they want g4 or something like that. It could just be knight d5 right away. Nope. That was better though. Okay, it was bishop c2. Yeah, I was just seeing that d6 is already so weak. So I guess that's why. But I didn't like that, but okay, whatever. Okay, so this one's a mistake too, which, I mean, these are just normal moves, but let's see. I'm threatening to take an outpost with the knight. Okay, it wants this? No, it doesn't. Okay. What does it want then? What would the best move be? I still like bishop c2. Oh, it wants queen d2. Oh, it just wants to attack that pawn immediately. I thought they'd do something like this, though. But then we can, then rook ac1? Okay, whatever. Or bishop e2, which just, we're just opening up the d file. So we're going after, we're poking and prodding. We're poking and prodding here. Okay. I think the way I played was fine, though. They had a miss here. Doesn't look like too much of a miss, really. Bishop b1's a miss. I had an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. Yeah, it wants to attack that. Okay, but I just keep thinking, like, well, they just go there. And then we go here, threatening that. So it's a more forcing continuation. Does that makes a lot of sense? So then if they play h6, I probably just take this, right? No, I don't take it. I wait. I want to take with a knight. I want to take with the knight because now a6 would be met with this, I'm sure. All right. So that's pretty much it, I guess. I'll just click through the end of it. Yay, c5. Not hard to find though, right? Not hard to find. Put the knight in the center. Yep, knight d5 is best. Queen d8. How's this move? I liked this one. e5 it likes a lot. It also likes rook takes e6. I don't know why I would do this here though. Why am I doing this here? Check here. Do we have some crazy tactic? Now e5? Just wait? Just sack the exchange and wait. We just love our knight. We just love him there. Interesting. Okay. I'd have to analyze deeper to understand that, but okay, this is fine. f5. They saw what I was planning because here I was planning, I thought if they did this, I would just go queen e4. It looks really hard to deal with this. Like, you can't take the knight because checkmate. And, I mean, what else? If you go f5, I have en passant. Right? This is still not going to be... Oh, they can't do this because that. If you have to take with the bishop, that's not going to work out good. Checkmate. So you have to take with the rook just to open up a square. But, oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's so many... I'm not even saying this is the best way to play, but it sure looks good. Okay, so they saw that, which is why they went f5 here. So then I got this move. This looked very strong. Is it the best? e6, yeah. It is very strong. Queen here, e7. Now they have to go rook f8, I thought. But even here, I have, like, really good ideas. Like, I was thinking about bishop takes f5. I see that's a move. I was also thinking about rook takes f5. But then I thought there's this, which I didn't like so much. Even this is great, though. Because now we have queen c4 check and got pressure. There's so much pressure. Our pieces are just going to jump in. We have knight takes g5. There's just a lot. So we could sack the d pawn if we want to, but I don't see a reason to when there's bishop takes f5. So instead of that, they went here, but that just loses too. Check. I thought they could try to play on a little bit. I mean, it's lost, but, you know. I could probably be mean here and just go d7, right? They can't take. So, pretty smooth, easy game overall, but yeah, I'll take those when I can get them. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.